Oh my goodness. Guess what, guys? She's tall, she's big, and she is rocking the new color. Special shout out to Seiner. I was literally working on a video at the house. Keith, the sales manager, texts me and says, hey, look what I got. And I came running. I am so excited to see one of these trucks in person. Like, I have to take a breath because like I'm too excited. So let me take a breath, and then we're gonna go over the window sticker, and then we're gonna go around this beautiful ZR2 HD very first, and it has a new color, as I said. Let's get into the video. At the very top are all the specs for this build, and this one does have that slate gray metallic paint, and it's pretty similar to what GM has, which is the Thunderstorm gray and then jet black with graystone. Be sure to pause it for the standard equipment here. I'm not going to go through everything. Now, base price for this truck is $70,600, and here are all the options. So Duramax diesels right there, and the PowerSteps are $22.95. Technology package gives you a lot of nice features with the sunroof at $9.95, and destination comes in at $19.95 with a total price of $87,100. I'm not even going to trip about the price because this is a really nice Halo HD. It's the first of its kind, and you know, it's rocking some really nice features. Like, let's go ahead and walk over. I kept the wheel cocked so I can show you guys this insane suspension. There's no other HD on the market rocking this type of suspension. That is the Multimatic DSSV dynamic suspension spool valve, and I can't wait to actually drive one. I mean, look how meaty these tires are. These are basically a 34.8 by 12 tire. And up front, full LED for the headlights and fog lights. And this does have a new styled grille. Now, it says ZR2 on the front. You see that it doesn't have the flow-through tie like the half-ton, but I saw on Truck King that I guess the engineers have said that that bar there kind of blocks it, so they figured they would just block it off. So as you know, there is a functional hood scoop, so you don't really need a flow-through tie on this type of truck. Forward-facing camera, red tow hooks. They give you the black bumper, and you know, listen, this color is fire with black. I love the accents, the blackout on the wheels. It's really perfect. I don't think the Tremor can stand a chance against this truck. I don't think it can. I think this is a better styled pickup. And the front of this truck looks so aggressive without the ZR2. I just think it just really goes well together. But let me stop. I'm sounding like a Chevy fanboy here, and you know, it is what it is. I own two Chevys, and they're both HDs, so there's that as well. But yeah, these are the Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT. Very aggressive tire on the sidewalls here, and the tire size is 305/70/18. And as I said, this is a 34.8 by 12 tire, so it is a pretty meaty tire. Here are the capacities, so you don't lose a lot on these tires. 3,750 pounds per 1,700 kilograms, and then 65 psi. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't go with an 80 psi, but hey, they have the reasonings behind that. Now you have the ZR2 badge right here. Most of the trucks I think are going to have that diesel behind it because you know, you want that extra power. And then you have the black mirror caps, black door handles right there. Now I'm shocked they didn't go with the black essentials to really black out the rest of the badges here. But yeah, let's see if you can see that suspension better on the side. Oh yes, you can. Look at that. Really nice stuff there. Now below here, there is a skid plate up front right there. And there's one, what looks to be the transfer case right there. But they don't have one for the fuel tank, which I'm kind of shocked by. This one does have the deployable running boards with the light strip below it. Me personally, I would rather have the high clearance steps on my truck. But I understand why some people would prefer these because most people aren't going to take these trucks off-road. I mean, this is a $90,000 truck. So I respect people not wanting to do that. 36-gallon fuel tank. They do have class-leading bed size out back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rear suspension. So because it is a 3/4 ton, you do have 5 leafs in the main pack. And this leaf looks a little bit more further away from what I've seen on the other 2500s. And that's probably because of that lift that this truck has. More Multimatic out back. They do give you the wheel well liners too. 7-gallon DEF tank too, by the way. Now out back, they do have the black bumpers with the step and parking sensors, class 5 receiving hitch. Again, that black essentials for these badges will have been perfect. Now I am shocked, this truck does not have the full LED taillights. My High Country does. I would have thought they would have put that on this truck at this price point. But if you look below, you can see that you have a full-size spare, and you have the black wheel that you see on the truck now. 342 rear. That's something else I wish I would have seen from GM. I wish they would have made the rear maybe like a 373, even for the diesels. Now there's only a locker out back, but the front is not a locker. And I think it's because of the weight that they said that those axles weigh, and they wanted to try to keep payload in mind. You have 2 camera inputs here, 7-pin. And let's go ahead and drop the tailgate. So here's the key. You can drop the tailgate. You can kind of see those LED tail lights here. And spray in, no 5th wheel prep package. And 400 watts of power. And you do have the bed lights too. And oh wow, check that out. They did stamp ZR2 in the front of the bed. I am actually shocked that they did that. And if you want to put that tailgate back up, this is why I don't like the flex tailgate, because you can't do this. Oh, you do have to hold it, by the way. And then on this side, hopefully you can kind of see the color and the shade. So it does get a little bit darker. And this is pretty much the exact same color as the AT4X, which is a Thunderstorm. Now let's go ahead and pop the hood and talk about this Duramax. Nothing changes under the hood with the ZR2. So you have the option to get the diesel, but you do have a standard 6.6 liter gas V8. This engine puts out 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed transmission. And it does have the Denso fuel pump, Denso injector, so this is a reliable Duramax. This is basically the Gen 2 L5P. Now the gas engine has 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque. For 2024, they did add the 10-speed Allison like this transmission behind the diesel. But I would probably always opt this engine unless they do increase the horsepower in the 6.6 L8T. Now I don't normally point this out, but as I said, you have that functional hood scoop, and that air goes right into the intake here. And I believe this is a water separator, or water air separator on this side. I don't really point it out, but that's pretty much what that is there. Smart key system on the front doors. And this is why you want a ZR2. Now let me go ahead and turn the truck around so you guys can see the interior a little bit better. But yeah, we're gonna take some time on this because, you know, listen, these seats, fire. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better, but this is basically a gray stone with jet black is what they call this, right? And I do like the overall appearance. You can see down below, this is all finished in black. The speaker grill looks great. You have this black lining around it. Bose, which is a 9-speaker. And then check out your trim piece right there. You have like this black chrome accent that runs around the door handle. Seat memories with door locks. And all this is soft touch and a really nice graphic up top here too. Lime stitching pretty much all the way around the interior. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed, this 10-way seat does have better bolstering. It's right there. So if you're going off-road, these seats should hug a little bit better. Now I do like that the AT4X gives you adjustable bolstering too for the bigger people out there. You do have a manually operated telescoping steering wheel. And here's some of your drive modes. Parking brake, which is electronic. And then here's all your lighting controls. Heads-up display is still there. 12.3-inch display and a 13.4. This interior was refreshed for 2024, and thank God, because not only was it a huge step ahead, adding the ZR2 to this truck is just absolutely amazing. And even right here, you can see some of that design cues for the center. And let's go ahead and step in. They do provide a grab handle. Now you can tell this truck does sit higher with these taller tires and the lift. And even if you see it on the outside, you can tell it's just a little bit taller compared to the other trucks. But here's the steering wheel. You do have buttons on the back of it too. Kind of missed some of the graphics, but there is that ZR2 signature on the screens. And where is the locker? Here it is. So that rear locker is right there, downhill assist. So all the buttons are pretty much, you know, all there. Oh, this was added too for the ZR2, so you can put all the windows down. Let's go ahead and start it up. I don't want to idle it too long, guys, so we'll just kind of go through. But as I mentioned, heads-up display is right up top here. You can increase the brightness of the screen if you like. It's kind of hard to see, but you can really see it right there. This screen is fully customizable. It would be nice for them to add some stuff, which I'll go over in a second, but let's go ahead and check out the drive mode. So you only still have two, so they don't give you anything extra. Like this one is just normal and then off-road. I believe that the other ZR2 has a trail, I believe it is. But yeah, nevertheless, you know, this screen, this is the before and here's the after. Hopefully you guys can see the difference there, but I changed the overall styling. I added more information down below. And then I changed this side to the tire pressure, this side with the transmission temperature. But there's still nothing for like engine oil temperature, like with an actual number readout like that. And I would like to see that for the coolant too. Now this screen is pretty customizable, and again, Chevy has taken a huge step forward. For example, you can customize this dock right here. You can move things around within this screen too. If you want to add things back, you can do that right there. Here's your cameras. Now I do like that the Colorado ZR2 has cameras mounted below for those who do want to go off-road, but this truck does not have that, unfortunately. But here are some of the camera views you have. You can turn off bird's eye view if you like. Bed view camera, so if you are carrying stuff, if you do put a fifth wheel prep package in this truck, you can zoom in to that as well. I don't normally show this too, but there is a climate menu for the screen, but all your climate settings are outside. So you have your heated and ventilated seats, dual climate control, your heated steering wheel is right here. And just really quickly, here are the buttons. You have the exhaust brake. This is like a lane keep assist. It's like an alert for you. Parking sensors, you can drop the tailgate from inside the truck, caution lights, traction control, and as I said, you can drop all the windows down inside the truck here. And then again, this is how you lock that rear axle. Now, trailer brakes right here, nice storage for the center and your cup holders, and you see that black accent around the cup holders. Wireless charger for your phone. You have two USBs here. You have two on the dash right there, and then you have a 400-watt power plug. This comes out to give you deeper storage. And let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. So here's the front door. And the dash, I didn't really show it to you on the driver's side, but you see more of that gray stone color. And let's check out how they did this cover for this storage area. This all is finished in hard plastic, unfortunately, but I do like the overall design. Like even right here, you see more of that, which you saw on the doors. Now, believe it or not, you can actually carry a bed camper for this truck, which is about 2,300 pounds. You know, these seats, these are actually more comfortable than the regular seats in the Silverado. Maybe I'll put one of these side by side to confirm that. But up top here you have HomeLink. This is how you control the sunroof. And they do give you a black roof, which is a nice accent for the interior. And this is how you slide that glass. LED lights for the interior. And then here's your vanities. And let's go ahead and check out the back. Storage out back, below the seat, 60/40 bench. And then here's some cup holders. They provide the outboard heated seats with 2 more USBs, so that's 6 in total. So 3 Type A, 3 Type C's, more cup holders, seat back pockets, and flat floor surface too. And here's a better look at that sliding glass. These do tilt down for you as well. Let's go ahead and check out the payload now. I'm actually a little afraid to look at the payload because, you know, this truck does have bigger tires, and you know, I was just seeing some of the numbers online and it didn't look good. But the gross axle weight rating up front is gonna be 5,600 pounds. The rear is 6,600 pounds. If you get a 1-ton, it's 7,250. So I do wish they added the ZR2 to that 1-ton segment. 11,350 is the gross fuel weight rating. And this is not bad. 3,050 pounds of payload, 18.5 for conventional towing, 18.1 for gooseneck. And this truck does not decrease on the gross combined weight rating, so it's still 27.5. And this truck on the curb, it weighs 8,300 pounds, so that ain't bad. Now they do recommend you run the tires at 55 PSI. So I was actually looking forward to seeing this too. So this is a really nice build, guys. I do like this truck, and I hope that my AT4X gets here so I can compare this side by side, because I would like to see them. But I do think I like this front end a lot better than the AT4X personally. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you haven't watched my last video I did, they have a couple of these coming in if you would like to grab one. And be sure to call Keith. I will put that video at the end of this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, like the video. See you guys soon. Since you stayed to the end, they did make these mud flaps smaller for the fender flares, and these are a little bit wider too. Out back you can tell they pretty much took away the mud flaps. They have a nicer appearance, and if you do have a Silverado now, you could probably switch it off for these. It'd be nice. See you guys soon.